Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and welcome to my new viewers. Today we are going to do pick a candle instead of pick a card. So I'll be doing a few wax readings today, and I'd like you to please remember that these are all general readings, which means it'll be kind of a broad spectrum. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, because that means it's probably for somebody else and not for you. And I've got 3 color choices for you here today. So the first one we have is an orange candle. The second one we have is a purple candle. And the third one we have is a black candle. And as you guessed it, these are all Halloween themed because we are headed into the month of October. And this reading is going to be all about what you can expect to see, or just kind of what we're, I guess, future predictions, there we go, for the month of October. And I like to get spooky, so these are my beautiful Halloween colors. So without further ado, here we go. So group number 1, and go ahead and light your candle. And it'll take a minute for the wax to get started. So once it gets started, I can start my reading for you. Okay, so already I'm starting to feel that this group is going to be starting to push something away during the month of October. So that could mean a number of things. That could mean that maybe you are moving on from a situation like a relationship, or you're saying no to maybe some family drama, or even like moving on from a job. You're pushing something away from you because it's no longer going to be serving you at this time. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you who picked group 1 here end up coming to my release party. I keep saying release party, gosh, releasing. So with the new moon release that we're doing on October 1st with the new moon, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you'll probably be doing that, because it looks like you're getting rid of a few things. I'm also seeing, make sure I don't burn myself here. I also see there's going to be a new meeting. So that could be a new coworker, a new friend, maybe even a new spouse. And remember, that's just for some. I see some of you are going to start getting into more healthy habits. So that could be like new exercise routines, or starting a diet, or even mental health, something that is just helping yourself for the better. And I see that there is someone who loves you, and it feels like maybe you've hurt this person. not deeply, just maybe you said something to them that really upset them. So I'd really watch what you say to people or the actions that you do or don't do, because it looks like that you could potentially be upsetting somebody who you care about and who cares about you a lot. So scared I'm going to burn myself. And okay, and it feels like you're going to be having a situation that kind of like turns you on your head, if that makes sense. Like makes you feel like this is not what I was planning, like something that didn't go according to plan, and makes you feel like you're kind of out of sorts. This is just for some. So don't, like I said, only take the things that resonate with you or that will resonate with you in October. I see some of you are going to start picking up a little bit more either in spirituality or religion, or just, you know, kind of putting your wishes and hopes out into the universe and hoping to receive some blessings. So either a more spiritual change in you, or really just letting your wishes be known. Sorry if I start trailing off. And I just got, some of you are saying goodbye to somebody in October. So it feels like someone that you care about a lot is going on a trip, or you know, moving away, or something where they're going to be having some distance from you. So some of you will be saying goodbye to somebody in that way. Not a forever goodbye, just a distance goodbye. Need a little bit more light. Let's see. I feel like a lot of disorganization going on with this particular group too. So it feels like a lot of the things that you have in your life currently, and it looks like we'll be spilling into October, that there's just a lot on your plate and you're having a hard time organizing it. Ooh, and I just saw some passion going on there. So this actually feels like with current partner. So this is only for some. So for those of you who have a current partner and in our good standing with your current partner, it looks like there's going to be a nice, lovely rekindling of romance. So that could be, maybe you guys decide you're going on a date, or, you know, you heat things up in the bedroom. I see the Spirit's wanting me to tell you that you need to find some time in October, because of all this busyness that's going around. You'll need to find some time for just you. So even if you really enjoy being around your family and partner or your friends, etc., it's really important that you find some you time, just to kind of reflect and you know, recognize what it is that you need for yourself. Ooh, this is getting so close. I don't want to burn my hand. We're getting like just a lot of clouded. Yeah, I see a lot of stuff going on in October for you guys. You guys either are going to be really busy or are just kind of scatterbrained and not sure what to do with what's going to be going on. Ooh. And I see, okay, so there's going to be someone too who feels like kind of like your saving grace. So anytime you're stressed out, this person is the person that you can call, or that, you know, when you see them, you're just going to feel better. I feel that there's someone there that's been just a complete and utter angel for you, like, which is so nice. I'm glad that you guys have that in your life. And that feels like, that one feels more of a majority one. So like about 80% of you guys will have that person that you can fall back on when you're feeling stressed out with all this going on. And we're getting real close. Oh my gosh. It's kind of hard too because my lighting isn't the best in here. Okay, let me... Oh gosh, yeah, see? Okay, good. We're just gonna let this cool down for a second. I'm gonna look into the bowl and see what else I can find for you. I'm seeing, okay, so Spirit's saying to me that in October, you're going to tend to get a little bit more crabby. I'm seeing a little crab over here. And so to me, that means that you're going to be having a hard time keeping your cool, or not being frustrated. And it's funny too, because that's kind of how I've been feeling lately, which I'm usually a super calm person. So, oh, and I see, okay, so for some of you, this is not going to be for all of you. Some of you, it looks like there could be a birth in October. And I'm not sure how to interpret this one, but I do see a boy and his dog, like loyalty. So you can kind of take that one as you will, because I'm not really getting a specific vibe off of it, but I am getting that there is a little one with the dog. So either one of you may be getting an animal in October, or again, this could be that friend that I was talking about, that comfort person for you. Like, they do feel like a soul connection, someone who really just makes you feel grounded and helps you get through life. Let's see. I'm gonna try to pick up something. Get off. Whoop. Yeah, see, it feels really like you're having a hard time keeping it together in October. So I'm sorry, that's unfortunate, but try to, you know, stay calm. And then Spirit says things should go a little easier if you stay calm. And then I also see kind of like what do you call that? Like if you were to go into the ocean, and not that fear part of being in a huge vast space, but more of a like a comfort. So I'm getting a lot of just trying to feel more relaxed and finding yourself. I think that's a lot of the being alone part. So try being alone to get that contemplation going on. And I see a mom and a baby, like a little one, like nurturing. So I see like a bond. There's definitely a strong bond there with someone, or, you know, one of your children who feels quite close to you. It's almost a feeling of wanting to keep that, you know, if you're not a mother, I guess you can't really get that feeling, but that feeling of having that that little tiny person to care for, and knowing that they need you that much. I'm getting a lot of, so this, I feel like this reading is for someone who has children. So if you picked this and you have children, this is probably the right candle that you picked, because there is a lot of parenting going on. Maybe it has something to do with like the schooling, like we have to be schooling our kids from home these days because of everything going on. So perhaps that is what that is for. Yeah, I just see a lot of contemplation. So perhaps you're going to need to do some rethinking going on into October. So if you've been thinking for a while about some of the things you need to do, or making some choices, perhaps this is going to be the month where you might need to put those choices forward and kind of reorganize all of that, the chaos that seems to be surrounding you, like now going into October. It does feel like it's kind of happening now, but it definitely feels like it's going to be a lot more chaotic in October. So those are the things that I have seen for you, group 1, and I hope everything resonated with you. And if it didn't, obviously this is a general reading, and if it didn't resonate with you at all, then that means you were probably meant to pick a different group. So good luck to you. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Hello, group 2. Thank you for joining me today. If you picked the second group, then I believe that means you picked the purple candle. Perhaps I could be wrong because I filmed that first part earlier on. So this is going to be a very general reading, as I said in the introduction. So if it doesn't resonate with you particularly, just leave it and take what does resonate with you, and we'll get started. And it does take a while for the first few things to show up for me to get anything. So just be patient for the first few moments. Ooh, okay, so already I'm getting a lot of masculine energy was going into October. So I'm feeling like there's a very masculine presence in your current life, and it almost feels like a burden. So maybe this is a significant other, and this doesn't have to be gender specific. So just because it's masculine energy does not mean it's a male. However, it can be male-like. So I'm feeling a lot of overpowering, overbearing kind of energy there that feels a little bit toxic to me. I'm getting a longing for stability, but that stability when it's been tried to, been grasped. I can't English right now. When it's been tried to, been accomplished in the past, it just hasn't been successful. So keep on trying if you're looking for that stability, and perhaps that has to do with that masculine energy that's been overbearing with you. It could, like I said, it could even just be like it could be a female who is very take charge and I don't know, just overbearing. Let's see. So yeah, I'm overall, so far I'm getting a theme of kind of a freedom, like a release, like you want to get away from something. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm seeing a pear, as in like the fruit. And what I'm kind of getting from that is that Spirit's meaning it in the way where, you know, two people come together or two things come together. So maybe it's a business partnership, or maybe it's a collaboration with somebody. But bringing two things together, or just reuniting even. Maybe somebody's coming back into your life coming October. And I did see a really quick peekaboo of a heart, which tells me that there's somebody who has a crush on you. And then I'm also seeing a lot of peace. So perhaps when you achieve that freedom that you've been longing for, you finally get that peace going into October. Just bear with me while I'm still trying to pick up messages. Okay, I also feel like there are some things that are going on behind the scenes, not necessarily seen by you, but it eventually will affect you. And I'm not getting like a clear answer on if that's something that's going to show itself to you in October, but it is something that's going to be happening in October. So I just say be kind of aware that there may be some things working against you during the month of October, and just kind of, not really like watch your back because that sounds like terrifying, but more like just be aware of what's going on around you, because I feel like there's either someone talking behind your back or is making things more difficult for you. And I'm seeing a bit of loneliness. So that doesn't have to do, like, it doesn't have to be because of relationships. It can be more because maybe you're suffering with depression, or you're just feeling like somebody's not understanding what it is that you mean, or just not getting you in general. So I feel like you're feeling quite alone in there. Especially in October, it just feels kind of empty and alone. turn the bowl a little bit so I can see if I get anything else. I'm feeling a motherly figure in here too. So maybe you're going to like either be reuniting with your mother or seeking advice from her in October. She feels this particular motherly type seems more kind of no nonsense. So she's easy enough to talk to, but she's also like, I don't want to say scared of her, but she's one of those people who you definitely respect because, you know, when she says something, she means business. So if that resonates with you, then that's probably your mother. And it looks like that even though you might not like what she has to say, it'll still help you get to a better place. So that's good. Moms are always good for that, aren't they? I do see an overall, so while some of you may be suffering with some depression in October, others, the other half of you, are actually having a lot to smile about. It looks like, yeah, so there's a couple of things that are coming together. So maybe a project you've been working on is finally starting to take off. And you're feeling a lot of freedom that's going to happen with that. Because it kind of allows you to just do things how you want to do them. That's what that looks like to me. Okay, this is going to sound really weird, but some of you, something to do with Disneyland. I know that's like super specific, but something to do with Disneyland in October. So maybe, hey, maybe they're opening their parks back up. My husband and I were actually just talking about that, but for sure, that is what I'm seeing. Maybe you guys will take a trip if it opens back up. You and a friend or a family member, a spouse. And I just heard the words influential. So to me, that means that you're somebody who people have been looking up to lately, and they're really getting influenced by you. So they're feeling inspired. They're feeling like you have some important things to say, or the things that you're doing are just really impressive to them. And they just want to, like, you're helping other people kind of kick it up a notch. So that's awesome. Good for you. And okay, I'm also seeing an anatomically correct heart. So for some of you, not all of you, like I said, this is a general reading. For some of you in this reading, keep an eye on your heart health for the month of October, especially the older viewers who are watching this. I'm feeling like I did hear the word cholesterol. So watch your cholesterol in October. Maybe go get it checked again if it's been a while, or if you feel like you've been kind of struggling with maybe some chest pains. Just don't ignore any of that, anything that has to do with the heart in October. So if you're feeling any of that, or you just kind of have like a gut feeling, go in and get that checked out, okay? Oh, and I'm seeing, oh my gosh. Okay, so I see a couple of you are celebrating anniversaries in October. I think, you know what's really funny is I think this bowl might have been meant for me. I don't know if I said that in the first one. Maybe all of them are meant for me. I don't know, but I'm seeing an anniversary in October. And it's someone you've been with for a long time, and they're not going anywhere. So, oh, that's pretty sweet. That's definitely my husband for sure. But for some of you, you'll be having an anniversary in October. And it doesn't have to be a couple's anniversary. It can be like the anniversary of the death of a loved one, or just something else, like something you're fond of that you think back on. Maybe it was an amazing vacation you took, or maybe it was like a promotion from a job. Anything like that is just some sort of anniversary. And this candle's getting just about down to the nub. I'm so scared that I'm going to burn myself. I'm sure I will at some point doing this. Oh, let's see. Oh, see, and I am literally seeing the word love spelt out. So there is somebody in your life that loves you so much. Or even in October, you'll be finding some, like that true love. It feels like that true, pure, unaltered love. So that's exciting. I don't know how much more this is going to go down. I see some of you have been working on a writing project. And it feels very thoughtful. And it seems like if there are people who read what you write, they enjoy what you write, which is great. Okay, I'm going to put this in. Hiya! Ah. And as you can tell, this flame is not burning out, which means that, like I said, with that love, it's that true love. So that's awesome for those of you who have that in your life. That flame will just keep on burning. I'll see what else I can see here. I'm seeing this sounds really weird, but a bit of weight gain. So watch what you're eating, and maybe keep up more movement and exercise in the month of October. Just because it does look like for some of you, you just kind of let things go. And that's kind of typical too with this time of year. It gets colder and then we just don't want to do anything, right? So just really watch what you're doing. Stay a little bit more conscious of, if you don't want to gain weight, then stay a bit more active. And this candle is still going. That's so sweet that this person loves you so much. And yeah, I think that's about the majority. Like sometimes I'll see things in the leftover bits here, but for you guys, I'm not really seeing much else. Group 1 had a little bit more going into it, and theirs felt like chaos to me, but yours does not feel like chaos. Yours is a little bit more calming and peaceful energy, so it feels definitely less hectic than Group 1's energy. So that's good news for you in that sense. And of course, having this person who just loves you so unconditionally that they're just burning bright for you, and you know, they kind of refuse to go out. So, oh yeah, see, I'm getting a lot of playfulness between you and this person. A lot of almost like childlike energy between the two of you. So that's pretty cute. So whether it's a lifelong friend that you've had or a romantic partner, whoever that person is for you, they're definitely somebody who you can just be silly and goofy with. Okay, welcome to group 3. Sorry, group 2, about not completely saying goodbye on that reading. I had somebody show up at my house. But besides that, we can move on to group 3. So if you chose the black candle, then this is the one for you. And it'll take a moment just to get the wax going, so bear with me. And as I said to the other groups too, this is a general reading, so it's some of it may apply to you and some of it may not. So take the things that resonate with you and leave the things that don't. And I can already feel like it feels like heavy energy. So not necessarily like bad energy, but it feels like maybe like you've been doing a lot of heavy mental thinking. Feels like there's a lot on your mind. Let's see what else we get there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of I guess selfishness, but it doesn't mean in a bad way. It doesn't have to be selfish in a bad way. It can be selfish as in like, you know what, I've been taking some more time for myself, or I've been actually allowing myself to do things that maybe was more in the other person's interest. Basically just more taking charge of you. Sorry. Sometimes I get thrown off because I get distracted with looking and talking at the same time. So I just kind of let things come to me as they happen. It feels like a lot of it's more inner stuff with you guys. The other groups had more, it felt like more physical, bustling around them, energies, that kind of thing. With you guys, it feels like a lot of the things that'll be happening in October are going to be more inward, more inside. I'm feeling that there's some connection going on here. So, that could be like a friend or a person who you recently just met and you instantly clicked and you just have like a really good connection. or someone that you find to be like super fascinating. Just someone that you'd like to get to know, or someone that you already have a really strong connection with, and it felt like a sudden thing. And with I think both the other groups too, and you, I think October is one of those months that just kind of allows people to settle into more relationships. You definitely have you have a long-term partner as well. The second group had a long-term partner, and you definitely have a long-term partner as well, as I see. And if you don't, either that's because this group isn't for you, or it's because just that particular piece in this reading doesn't resonate. So if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't mean that this reading isn't for you. It just means that a majority of the people already have someone who they have a long-term partnership with. I'm seeing a father figure who is more caring. So perhaps that's your partner if you're in a relationship and you have a male partner who is very caring with the children, or just more, I guess, embracing their feminine qualities. Not to mean that they are feminine themselves, but that they tend to have a more nurturing heart, especially towards like motherly duties. I keep getting a lot of me. It keeps telling me, me, which is, like I said, that selfish energy that came off at first. So it's not that you're selfish, it's just that you've been taking the time to focus on yourself, or that you've actually been allowing yourself the things that you need, which is great. Or, you will be anyway in October if you're not already doing that now. Yeah, you guys really aren't having a very intense October. There's really not that much going on here other than, that inward stuff, focusing on you. This is funny because this rarely ever happens to when I'm doing rocks readings. I always have multiple things. Like even the other two groups had a lot of information come up, and this one is not really giving me much of anything. I'm seeing... Okay, this sounds really weird, but there's like something significant going to be coming up on your Facebook feed. So if you're part of Facebook, because, this is for some people, I know some people aren't on Facebook, but for those of you that are, there is something that's going to be coming up on there that is of importance in October. So you maybe you find out something from someone, like a death, or someone's going to announce their pregnancy, or those kind of things. You're going to find out some pretty intense information. And that sounds, oh my gosh, that sounds like super generic. It does. But I'm not really getting like a crazy amount of information right here. So maybe you're stubborn. I feel like I do feel like you tend to have that kind of maybe like withdrawn energy, where you don't necessarily open yourself up to people as often as I don't want to, like most people are a little bit more open with their emotions, but you tend to hold things back. And I honestly feel like that's kind of why you were drawn to this black candle as well, because it feels like not necessarily dark energy, but it does feel like more solid energy, is if that makes any sense. It feels like you're someone who isn't afraid to be independent. Yeah, you still have, like, even through like the muck and the things going on, or even it feels like a lot of past issues is what this feels like. Even with that, you have this partner, for the majority of you, who has stuck by your side even though they're not really happy about it. It looks like they're sticking with you and they're not going anywhere. That's great. And let's see. I'm kind of at a weird angle, so I'm trying to see more. It looks like there's like an older person in your life who has either been trying to reach out to you or wants you to reach out to them. Maybe like a grandparent, or heck, it could even be like a boss, or just someone of an older age. Oh my gosh. And it's not a bad reason to reach out. They just want to have a conversation with you, and it feels like something that like they just kind of want to touch base and see how things are going. That's what that feels like. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna burn myself. Okay. Woo. So that one went out immediately. Let's see what else I can see. I feel like you're somebody who is very family oriented. And even though you are one of those people who is quite independent and likes to have that alone time and does take that time for yourself, you're still very involved with family matters. Like these are things that are super important to you. You strike me as somebody who would like have keepsakes of things of all your children, or actually, that's funny because I know somebody like this. Let's see what else I can see. I feel like there was an argument going on here. This feels more like past energy to me. There was an argument going on between you and somebody, maybe even the parent of your child, or where somebody was in the middle of the situation. You and this other person, this other significant person, were between an argument, and this middle person was stuck between it. So maybe it was like a mutual friend, or someone who just felt like they couldn't choose a side, and it just really sucked to be in that position. So I am so sorry that looks like that was a thing. Let's see what else. There does seem to be a little bit of repression. It feels like, so not that you're not allowed to go and do the things that you want to go do, but more like of fighting about it. So like somebody is not enjoying that you want to go take this time for yourself. Somebody is getting like they're feeling like you're being selfish, when in reality you're not really being selfish. You're just doing what you need, because otherwise you're not going to be able to function very well. So it does feel like there is somebody who is just kind of more negative about the whole you taking the you time. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, I just keep seeing this more masculine figure. Just because I say more masculine doesn't mean it has to be gender specific. It can be somebody who just has more masculine qualities. So this person feels like they've just been kind of on your mind a lot lately about the decisions that you're making, and it feels like frustrated energy. So you were frustrated with this person who's kind of making you feel like the bad guy, when you know that you're not being the bad guy. You're just doing what you need right now, or you're not trying to be the bad guy anyway. I'm seeing a lot that you want to get out, not necessarily out of a relationship or out of a place, but more like you want to go adventure, like you want to go view, like maybe like a movie, or you just want to go for a walk, or things like that. Just want to get out and go do something, and that's part of that self-care thing too. But yes, I think, I am seeing, it looks like you've been either working really hard at, or that you're getting some money coming in. Either way, it does look like there is something good happening in that area. So, financial gain. Maybe it's a raise, but let's see. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be about it for now. Wow, you guys started out really slow and then picked up towards the end there. You had a lot more after the flame went out. So what that tells me is that you are a completely independent kind of person. And when there's somebody else that's kind of, I guess, like that background noise telling you like, hey, do this, do that, like that's not something that flies with you. Like you really dislike being told what to do, and you're more of an inward kind of person. So hopefully this all resonated with you, and if it didn't, feel free to pick another group. And do remember that the things that resonated with you can stay, and if they didn't, then just let it go, because this is a very general reading. So if I'm doing a more private reading, which I do offer, typically tend to be more specific. So yeah, let me know if you would like more readings like this in the future, and I'd be happy to do more. So happy October to you coming up, and hopefully the rest of your fall is wonderful. Thank you so much for supporting me. Bye guys.